Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of the Clipper faithful. Thank you so much for joining us today for Polygon Week Community Takeover Day 1 question launch. I want to tell all of my viewers that we are recording this in a video session, which will be posted later to YouTube. So I may go through some of the instructions. I have some kind of visual aids that might not make a whole lot of sense to people who are here live, but it's for everyone who wants to catch it later. So what we are going to do today is we're going to go through what Polygon Week Community Takeover is. We'll go through the instructions. We'll show how to unlock deposits. We'll go through some of the nuances. I know this is slightly complicated. And then we're going to launch our questions, and we're going to post them to Polygon Week questions, as well as Twitter and Discord, so that those who can't make the live call can also participate and be a part of taking over the Polygon pool. So here we are. Polygon Week Community Takeover is a week-long event starting today. Well, actually started yesterday, and we will release 2 questions per day. And you, the Clipper faithful community, will race to mark your answers on chain. Each set of questions will be launched daily in a community call hosted by yours truly, Floss2x Daily. You are here right now. You are live right now. You are participating in the community call. If you can't make the call, we're going to post the questions later. We're going to give out rewards for answering the most questions correctly. So if you get all 8 questions correct, you're going to get a rare NFT. If you get half the questions correct, you're going to get a what is called Good Student NFT. If you get them all, you're going to get both, by the way. You get Good Student and Polygon Expert. We will give out NFTs for those people that answer questions first. So 8 people will get a unique 8 of 8 NFT for being a speed learner. And we're going to have 4 levels of deposit bonuses, because one of the main goals of Polygon Week is we want to replace the $1 million of institutional liquidity that is in the Polygon pool, so that our community ourselves, we can capture those riches. And to do so, we're going to make sure to give bonuses, NFTs, to those people who deposit in varying amounts. So our Polygon pool as of today has a current pool of 1.1 million. And of that, about $1 million is institutional liquidity. We want to capture the yield for our users. So here we are replacing that institutional liquidity with our own. The way that we're going to do that is a fun week where we give you questions. And the way that you're going to answer those questions is by marking your answers with very specific deposits or swaps into designated pools or coves. The first set of questions is today, Tuesday, August 23rd, and your answers will be recorded in the Polygon pool. Over the course of the next 3 days, we'll also do it in the Hex Cove, the Sushi Cove, and the Frax Cove. I want to take a moment to say that coves do not have a locked deposit, but the Polygon pool does have a 10-day locked deposit. So if you have made a deposit in the last 10 days and your deposit is locked, you either need to sign up with a new Discord ID and wallet at clipper.exchange/events, or you need to wait for your unlocked period to be over before you answer in the Polygon pool. And we're going to allow you to answer the questions up until 1 week from today, August 30th, at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So you have 7 days for your deposit to lock. If your deposit's not going to lock in those 7 days, you need to register with a new wallet. The other thing I'll say about the Polygon pool, so our deposit bonuses are going to go to anyone if you deposit in the Polygon Cove, the Hex Cove, the Sushi Cove, the Frax Cove, but the most important is the Polygon main pool. So if you have, say, $200 that you want to deposit, we want you to deposit the vast majority of that in the Polygon pool. So let's say $170. And the other deposits that you use for your other codes, those could be 10 each. If you only have 200, use the vast majority of it in Polygon pool, because we do want to get to that $1 million goal. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. So we've talked about how you need a wallet, doesn't have a locked deposit, and the NFT rewards again. There are going to be 7 types of rewards. we'll give rewards for answering questions correctly. You can earn the Good Student NFT, and you can earn the Polygon Expert NFT. Those of you who are in chat, you can't see the video, but you know what? I'm not sure I'm going to tease those images. They're in the announcements. A few of them are. You can also win NFT for being the first person to answer the question correctly. So really only the people who are here live in the audience will have a chance for that, because in about 5 minutes, we're going to launch these questions and you will be the first people who will be able to answer. And then the last type of NFT reward that you can earn is the deposit thresholds. We're going to have a deposit bonus for those who reach the Scurvy Scalawag level, the First Mate level, the Captain level, and Big Boss. Big Boss is 1 of 1. That's the person who deposits the most liquidity across the Polygon pool, Hex, Sushi, and Frax coves across the course of this week. The actual specific amounts to win the Scalawag, First Mate, and Captain are not out just yet, because it depends on how many signups there are, and I'm still waiting on that answer. Hopefully by the end of the call, I can tell you that. But probably, so if we need to replace $1 million and we have 10,000 people sign up, that means $100 per person will replace that $1 million. And that means probably the Scurvy Scalawag level will be at $100. And the First Mate level will be at 5x, so 500. And the Captain will be at 10x, which will be at 1,000. But again, it's going to depend on signups, so wait on those numbers and I will tell you as soon as I can. We are now going to tell you how to record your answers. And then after that, I think we're ready to go to launch the questions. So for those of the people that are in the YouTube video, you can see on the right of my screen instructions to record your answers. This is an example. I know that someone in chat yesterday in our launch yesterday took my instructions and actually went into the Polygon pool and deposited. So now they have a locked deposit for the next 10 days. And they, as they said, jumped into the ocean before the ship has arrived. It's funny, but it's a little bit tragic. So to that person, go ahead and sign up with a new Discord ID or a new wallet so you can get your deposit. I want people to ask me questions, by the way, as I go in the Polygon Week community channel, Polygon Week, hashtag Polygon Week Community Takeover. At me in there and I will make sure to answer your questions. You know, I'm doing a live video, so I got a lot going on. And I will answer your questions. DeFi Gen, thank you so much for asking. DeFi Gen asked us, what's the use of the NFT? It's a few things. So first, let me start by saying that Shipyard Software is an American-based company, and we are not allowed to comment on airdrop tokens, that kind of stuff. Like that's just the law. We can't do it. However, what I can tell to you is that we are actively tracking those people that are active and loyal members to the community. And NFT is a wonderful way to show that. It's on the chain. It's cool artwork. It shows that you are an active participant in the community. And if we see that you're holding these NFTs, and of course all NFTs are transferable, then we know that you are an active, loyal member. There are other use cases, NFT utilities. For example, the DAO trading cards that are available at the Spirits of Clipper Cove. Those are going to allow you early access to Adventure 3 and give you a spot on the ship of your choosing. And of course, look, Clipper and Shipyard is a fairly new project, but we are working to build a Clipper community as well as a Clipperverse. And we want those NFTs to have value within the Clipperverse. Certainly they're going to have value within the adventure. And as you see Adventure 3, which is coming out pretty soon, we're going to be having a character profile and inventory screen so you can display your riches with a little bit of beauty. Okay, let's move back to the instructions on how to record your answers. Let's say, now this is an example, this is not the real question. Our question was 2 + 2 = what? And our answers are, if you wanted to answer A, your answers are 4, 5, 6, and 1 million. So answer A is 4, answer B is 5, answer C is 6, answer D is 1 million. Well, what's 2 + 2? Obviously, well, maybe I shouldn't say obviously. We know that 2 + 2 = 4. And the instructions would say, if you want to answer A, please deposit any asset into the XYZ pool. XYZ is not a real pool, so don't do that. Where the value is greater than $10 and the right of the decimal place is 0.121212. So what's important, the identifier for question A, for answer A, is the decimal place 0.121212. And as long as you make a deposit, any deposit more than $10 in value of US dollars, and you put 0.121212, we will record the answer as answer A. So if you were to put $10 USD 0.121212, that would record A. 100.121212 would record A. 500.121212 would record answer A. Similarly, if you want to answer, oh, they're telling me that I'm disconnected. So let me, can people hear me? Here we are live. Okay. Thank you, Jay O'Hara, is telling me we're good. You guys made me nervous for a moment. 2350, go ahead. Here's what I'm going to do. All right, well, people are telling me they can hear me. If you can't hear me, go ahead and exit Discord and come on back. And if you miss it, you know what? We'll post the YouTube video and you can see it there. Great. Wonderful. So, as I said, 10.1212, 15.1212, 100.1212, 1,000.121212, all of those are answer A. If you did all those same numbers, we put 0.343434, that would be answer B. So what we'll be looking for is to the right of the decimal place in the instructions. So obviously for this answer, 2 plus 2 is 4. So we would want people to answer A, and you would put some type of value with 0.121212. Okay, we talked about locked deposits. And how the Polygon pool is a locked deposit of 10. Oh, so DeFi Gen asks a good question. If there's two questions, how can we answer both after the first transaction deposit will be locked? The first question will always be a deposit. The second question will always be a swap. So you can make as many swaps as you need. Okay, I'm getting questions. Let me just look through those questions and I'm going to hop back in. The last note that I'm going to say before we actually launch our questions is I want to talk about the deposit amounts one more time. So first, we're giving out rewards. Scurvy Scalawag, First Mate, Captain, and the big one is the big boss. That's the person who deposits the most. And as we talked about, we're going to see it's going to be depending on how many people have made their deposits to determine what those threshold levels are. I'm just waiting for the devs to get back to me to tell me. And save your biggest deposit for the Polygon pool because the main goal is to replace that $1 million institutional liquidity so that we can capture it for our own. Okay, guys, are we ready to ask our questions? Mark your answers in the Polygon pool. So everyone go to clipper.exchange/ what's our link here? clipper.exchange/app/liquidity/pool so you can be ready to put in your answer as fast as possible. Go there now. Make sure if you have a locked deposit that is ready to be unlocked, unlock it, withdraw it so that you can redeposit. After I launch the questions, I'm going to continue this call to kind of show people a little bit about how to do that. So this will also be a tutorial video, but I don't want to make you guys wait any longer. We're going to go into question number 1. Although I just got a message from my devs. Hopefully they're going to tell me how many signups we have. Oh, Tamo says he's going to get me the info in just a moment. So we're going to know how many signups we have, and then we will know what the deposit liquidity rewards are for Scalawag, First Mate, Captain, and then Big Boss is just whoever does the most. Okay, here we go. I made you guys wait long enough. Here comes question number 1. To be recorded in the Polygon pool. How much institutional capital is in the Polygon pool? Answer A is $250,000. Answer B is $500,000. Answer C is $1 million. Answer D is $250 million. If you want to answer A, please deposit any asset into the Polygon pool where the value is greater than $10 USD and the right of the decimal place has 0.121212. If you want to answer B, please deposit any asset into the Polygon pool where the value is greater than $10 USD and the right of the decimal place has 0.343434. If you want to answer C, please deposit any asset into the Polygon pool where the value is greater than $10 USD and the right of the decimal place is 0.565656. And answer D, same thing, any asset to the Polygon pool where the value is greater than $10 USD and the right of the decimal place has 0.787878. I see a lot of people putting C's, B's, A's, and E's. All of those are in chat. Remember, we've talked about it before. We're trying to replace a certain amount of institutional liquidity within the Polygon pool. Is it $250,000? Is it $500,000? Is it $1 million? Or is it $250 million? What I'm going to do right now is I'm copying this text. I'm putting it into Polygon Week questions, which I will do right now. I'm going to also do it on screen so that you guys can see. And you can see, let me edit this because it doesn't show A and B and C and D. The questions are now in Polygon Week questions. There is question 1. Let's move on to question 2. And again, if you want to answer A, make sure right of the decimal place is 0.121212. If you want to answer B, right of the decimal place needs to be 0.343434. If you want to answer C, right of the decimal place needs to be 565656. If you want to answer D, 787878. And the value of the deposit must be greater than $10 USD. You can deposit Matic. You can deposit USD. You can deposit anything that goes into the Polygon pool. Just make sure that this is your biggest deposit because you only get one shot at it. And we care a little bit more about replacing the, I don't want to give the answer away, you'll have to watch this video again because it's in the instructions and it's in this video. We want to replace that institutional liquidity. And I want you guys to get your big bonus. So make sure that you make your biggest deposit in the Polygon pool. Let's go now to question 2. Question 2. Hopefully you guys have now made your swap. Question 2 is, pardon me, you have made your deposit. Question 2 is going to be a swap. So now you can make any swap that you want in the Polygon pool. Any swap. Using any swap you want, just as long as the input has the correct decimal points to the right, you will be fine. So our question is, what are the Clipper community goals for Polygon Week? Answer A, take over institutional liquidity and replace it with community funds. Answer B, educate our community about cool Polygon projects. Answer C, educate our community about coves. Answer D, all of the above. All of the above. Hint, hint, all of the above. Or answer E, none of the above. If you want to answer A, please make a swap with any asset in the Polygon pool where the value is greater than $10 USD and the right of the decimal place has 123321. That's 123321. Answer B, same thing, got to be worth more than $10 USD and the right of the decimal place has 234432. 234432. If you want to answer C, please make sure the value is greater than $10 USD and the right of the decimal place is 345543. That is 0.345543, but the value needs to be more than $10. Answer D is 456654. Answer E is 567765. We're going to go through the questions of what are the Clipper community goals? Is it to take over institutional liquidity and replace with community funds? Yeah, it is that. Is it to educate our community about cool Polygon projects? It's that too. Is it to educate our community about coves? Sure is. So could it possibly be D, all of the above? You guys make a swap to find out. Or is it E, none of the above? Or is it A, B, or C? You guys decide. A, B, C, D, or E. And if you want to make a swap to record your answer, make sure that you make a value over $10 and that it has to the right of the decimal place either 234432, 345543, 456654. What I'm going to do now is I am going to post these questions in Polygon Week questions. Here we are. Question 2. And so A is take over the community, take over the institutional liquidity, replace it with community funds. B is educate our community about cool Polygon projects. C is educate our community about coves. D is all of the above, and E is none of the above. So head over to Polygon Week questions if you want to see what the answers are in type. And you know what else I'm going to do right about now is I'm just going to go ahead and post this document there so you can read it as well. I may need to share permissions. Okay. We have now seen all of the questions for day 1 on the Polygon pool. The next set of questions will be tomorrow on the Hex Cove on Polygon Network. We're also going to have the Chi DAO AMA, members of the Chi DAO project come talk to us in an AMA so you can learn about that cool project. And you're going to deposit your answers in the Hex Cove. On the 25th, you're going to deposit your answers in the Sushi Cove. And we're going to have Justin Havens from the decentralized finance team of Polygon come talk to us about Polygon. And on Friday, we'll record our answers in the Frax Cove on the Polygon network. And we will have Clearpool Finance come talk to us, a very neat kind of stablecoin staking project. And we're going to be talking about all of these so you can learn about them. Okay, we're going to see if there are any questions. It's very difficult. Can you text it? So Den Mitch, let me tell Den Mitch, go. He says he can't hear the questions. Go to Polygon Week questions. Questions are there. We'll see if there are any other questions. Great. It seems like people can hear me. It seems like there are no problems. It looks like we've got through our questions. So if you take your time, go onto the Polygon pool and deposit your rewards. What I'm going to do now, this is for all the people that are watching as a recording. This is a tutorial about how you can unlock your deposits. You that are here live, you won't be able to see this. So if you want to say goodbye, I get it. What a pleasure. Good luck in your answer and your questions. This is for the people that are watching on video. Okay, people on video. If you have a locked deposit, here is how you unlock it. I actually recently made a locked deposit in Polygon, so I can't unlock it because look, I'll show you Polygon mainnet. I'm going to switch it over to switch to networks, and you can see I've already added a deposit. My locked deposit is 5 days left before I can unlock it, so I can't unlock it. So if I were trying to participate in this Polygon week, I'd have to register with a new wallet or a new Discord ID. What I am going to do is I'm going to switch over to the Optimism network to show you the same thing. However, you want to be on the Polygon. So you can see I have no locked deposits. I do have an unlocked deposit because it was here after the 10 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, you know what? Just to see what happens, I'm going to see if I can deposit. Well, I already have one deposit in here. So I am in OP. I want to make a value over $10. So 10 OP gets me to $12.73. But I have, I want to get my deposit bonus as big as possible. So I'm going to use all my OP. I'll use 25. And let's say I wanted to answer A. If I remember correctly, it was 0.121212. So they'll be looking for this 1212. I have to approve the token to add liquidity. So I'm going to let MetaMask say, yes, let's approve it. Let's confirm that. It is pending while it waits, but of course the blockchain is fast, and OP network is also pretty fast. Not as fast as Polygon from what I hear, but I know that it is quite fast. Thank you everyone for sticking around the live call. You don't have to. This is for those people that are watching on YouTube. And once this approves me to use, so it says I'm all set to deposit, and I hit add liquidity. What I think is going to happen is it tells me I already have a deposit. Let's find out. I'm curious. This is user testing live. Your deposit. Oh, so actually it will allow me to deposit. Okay, so after my unlocked period, at least on OP, I can deposit again. But if I wanted, so you don't need to withdraw your deposit. You can just add them in. However, let's go back instead and let's withdraw. Withdraw now. Withdraw my assets. You can choose however much you want. And we'll do 10%. Actually, we'll do 25%. No, or we'll do 25%. Withdraw the assets. You get to select the tokens that you want to withdraw it in. I'll take it in OP. Review. Withdraw. And I will confirm it. And now if I want to add liquidity, so now I see what my deposit, my share of my deposit has gone down. If I want to add liquidity, now going back, if I had a lock deposit, it would tell me I have a lock deposit, but it's past the lock period. You would be able to click unlock here, and then you'd be able to go up here and add liquidity. So let's add my 25.121212 because I want to answer A. Let's add that liquidity. It's valued at that amount. Let's hit continue, confirm this transaction, and confirm it. And now let's see if I have a lock deposit. Let's find out. It's possible that OP doesn't have lock deposits. So we will find out later. It's confirmed my deposit. And okay, we have posted our questions in Polygon Week. We're now going to post them in Twitter and Discord. This showed you how to deposit among Clipper. Of course, it's going to be on the Polygon mainnet network, which I'm switching over to now. And DeFi Gen, you already know you're the fastest on the second queue. How do you know? That's because the blockchain is there. Well, let's hope that you got it right, DeFi Gen, because if you're the fastest and you got it right, my man, you're going to get the Speed Learner NFT. How exciting. All right. I'm just going to scan through and see what questions there are. You know what? We get a bonus question. Smackoff asks, was there any rewards for those who added liquidity to the optimism pool? I'm going to link you to a blog post because we did get an OP token grant, and we're going to be releasing those tokens to our community over the course of 9 months in ways that incentivize people to use Clipper, trading, and do the adventure. So give me a moment to, you know what? I can just do it on screen right here. Clipper.exchange. Everyone go to blog.clipper.exchange. We have our OP token distribution plan, and I'm going to drop it off for you right here. You know what? Smackoff just asked in main deck. I don't even know if he's in the call right now. Okay, that should do it. We've been sitting here for 25 minutes. We've answered our questions. Are there any questions left? I'm just scrolling through. Oh, he has too many pending transactions. J. Harris has too many pending transactions on Polygon. Looks like that person's not going to be the first. A lot of people are, oh, they're posting the answers. That's great, guys. Way to help everyone out. Good. You guys are already first. You already got your deposits in. Good for you. And we are going to call it. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining. And join me tomorrow for a AMA with Chi DAO, as well as the launch of the set of second questions. And I believe we're going to be doing it on the Hex Cove. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye-bye.